join us when. Uh-oh,
Oh, we're being
better
recorded.
behave ourselves now.
I know. I'm not gonna say it then.
So. I guess I just hit. Okay, I'll call the meeting to order at 7:04. And let's see, the first order of business is to.
I'd like to move to add something to the agenda, please.
Okay, go ahead and make the
Under-
motion. Where would you want to do it? In new
I'd like to
business?
do it under 3A, Chair. Call it 3A. Just Chair's comments on the on our sinkhole in down on the old Amherst property.
Okay, can I have a second for that?
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? No one. Okay, first item of business, we'll get the minutes out of the way here.
I'll move.
Has
your
everyone had a chance to review them?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Okay, any changes to the minutes? Anyone like to add or delete, change anything on it? If not, all in favor of approving the minutes as presented?
Aye.
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 Abstain? Thank you. The next item of business is item 3, and I'll get right to the, yesterday I was in the town hall and bumped into the highway foreman, and he mentioned to me that there was a sinkhole and he didn't know whether our sewer lines were causing it. It's just in back of the ball field, up on the coming towards 169. There's a big pine tree, huge. How old would you say that was? That must be,
Yeah, it's got to be 50, 60 years old.
it's 100 feet high anyways. It's a huge one. And right underneath, almost underneath the trunk is a sinkhole. And you look down in there and it looks like the remnants of a septic tank. And what there used to be right on Route 169 is there used to be a house right there adjacent to this spot. And I think this is a septic tank that went with it. And maybe they didn't fill it in, or when the house has been demolished and all there is a walk coming in from 169 and it stops where the house used to be. So I looked at it and I gave Stu a call yesterday while he's on the golf course to break up his golf game and give him a break. And I thought he might know a little bit more history about that area than myself, being a newcomer to Woodstock. So, and he looked at it today, and I think it's just a sinkhole that, like I say, in an old abandoned septic tank. You know what was surprising? It looks like a shutoff that's adjacent to that. So
Yeah, I spoke with John Navarro today about it also, and I'm wondering, goes back to the old Amherst days. They had their individual septic systems, but I'm wondering if it isn't some kind of a shut off. They might have had a central water supply system down there for all. There were 4 or 5 houses on that east side of 169. And I didn't know, maybe it was something to do with that. I don't know that it is, but I can't imagine having a shut off valve on a septic system.
we've got one on the ones that have pumps that have this wet wells.
Yep.
We've got.
Oh,
the
yeah.
same-
Well, we've got them on the grinder pumps up there on 171.
Yeah.
Yeah. But bear in mind, that's a number of years past when this thing was installed.
Yeah, well, that's it. I didn't know. But you know, you mentioned water line. I was looking around in that area and I walked down to one of the bridges that passes that little stream that comes down through their property on the middle school side of the Amherst property.
Right.
And there is an old water line that's coming, that's beginning to show up that goes over that stream. I just noticed that yesterday when I was looking around. So you may be right. It could be.
Well, there's a sewer, we've got a sewer line that goes across that, that's
Yeah,
visible.
and there's adjacent manhole cover and I took that off
Yep.
today to look and see if I could see if it looked like water was washing in, and it didn't. It looked pretty dry. There was, what it does, it brings the sewer line across that property from 169 over to Butts Road
Mm-hmm.
and through the Amherst property.
Yep.
So anyways, I think it was our opinion there that it was just a sinkhole on some old property, and since it's town property, John will take care of it. John Navarro.
Yep.
Right, Stu?
Yes,
Is he
that
the-
was just, I wanted it added to the agenda just for an informational
Yeah.
service to all our members.
now,
Yep.
is John Navarro the one that discovered it?
I think one of his fellas probably mowing the lawn there.
Ah, got it. It's around the ball field.
Yeah.
They reported it to him, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They
Makes sense.
If you-
reported, said it was pretty good size, and you could, if you had a toddler running around, he could easily fall into that hole.
Yeah.
So.
There's a little horseshoe drive right on the west side of the ball field on 169.
Mhm.
And if you pull right in, it's actually the first and second entrance on that on 169 on the and you can pull right in there, and he's got cones up around it. You can take a look at it.
I'll take a look.
Yeah. Interesting information. Okay, the next thing I'd like to just get your opinion while we're on the chairman's section here about any future meetings we have. Does anyone have a problem with us meeting face to face?
Not at all.
I do not.
No,
I don't. You're all set, Paul? So,
Yeah, it's fine.
And June, we don't have a scheduled meeting. So on our, when we schedule the meetings with the town clerk,
Right.
so our first actual scheduled meeting would be July.
July 13th, right?
Well, the sheet I just looked at,
Or I have the wrong date.
no, I think that's what we intended, to have it in the middle of it.
Yep.
But Cindy, could you chime in?
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Right.
Yes, so I had it on the 4th week of July, and you had requested that it go to the 2nd week. So we
Okay.
did make that change. Yeah.
okay, the one I have here at my house is at the end of the month, so it must have been the original one you sent me. So, yes, it's the
Yes,
middle of,
it is.
so,
I've got July 13th on my book.
I thought it was too.
Okay.
July 13th.
Yep, that's the
Right.
new date.
okay, good, thank you. So it's the consensus of the group that will, our next meeting in July will hold as a scheduled meeting. And what they're trying to do is schedule them for the big room. But with small groups like ours, we could be set off in a room that we,
Yeah.
like we usually.
Yep.
It's a good sized conference room. We still spread out.
Yeah.
As long as we don't have a room full of visitors.
Right.
So,
Plus, I mean, is everybody vaccinated
yep,
on
I
the
am.
WPCA?
Yeah, I think that I was the last one.
I am. Yep.
I am too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if everybody's vaccinated anyway,
Mhm.
the other graphic that I saw today in the local news was that, CDC was putting something out saying that people that have been fully vaccinated, there's a 1/10 of a percent, 0.1% of those fully vaccinated, and it's not necessarily validated because a lot of it's probably volunteered information, have developed any COVID symptoms, which means it's a lot better than they thought it would be.
Yeah.
Because they thought it was going to be 95% effective. It's like Ivory soap, 99 or 100%. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So that's pretty darn good.
That
Yep.
is- that
Just
is
for a
good.
point of interest, I'm on the Agricultural Commission, and we held our second in-person meeting this month
Mhm.
at the
Oh.
town hall.
Oh, good.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm on the Crystal Pond Park Commission, and they've been meeting in person with masks on at Eastford Town Hall.
Yeah,
Oh.
there you go.
And
Wow.
our last meeting was actually at the park in the dining hall, and we just spaced out because we had more room there than you would at
Yeah.
Eastford Town Hall, which is tiny.
Oh, yeah, right,
And they're
right
all
on the
vaccinated
lake.
too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So, okay, we'll plan on holding it at this.
Yep.
There's one other person on here, and I think the Mike, it's, oh, that's Anthony maybe. Where it says Town of Woodstock. I thought maybe that was Tim. But, no.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go on to, new business. And a pump station maintenance, did you get down there? You sent us all notes that you had switched back, Stu?
I did. I switched it over, and you know what? I have not been down there since I switched it over,
Oh.
so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
We haven't had any calls down there, so hence
No.
but I did. When I switched it over, I put pump times down on both, so we can go in and we can see what level of use the backup pump is getting, if any.
Yeah, that'll be good. So, wow.
Are we
I'll prob-
working on a schedule to change that pump out?
Yes, I haven't scheduled it yet, but Putnam said that last time I had them up there, said they'd be happy to help us out. So, but I haven't scheduled that with them yet. So I'll get that, not in June, I'll get it in July.
Okay.
Unless we see something, I'll stop down there tomorrow, Stu, and I'll probably bring my weed whacker and get some of the brush around the fence line there too at the same time. But
Okay, well, the only thing, once we get them changed out, I'd like to get that pump down to Peeler unless somebody has some other vendor that they like, and see if we can get it rebuilt.
No, I think that would be a good thing. And when you do, Stu, you talk to them about it. That has already been rebuilt, so it'd be interesting to find out what why it is less efficient.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'll God will we'll have to need to start that right now and just remember that. I won't, because if I don't start, I won't remember it.
Yeah, okay. Let's see, and I was going to ask Tim, his son was in the lawn care business with someone, and I was going to ask him to get the brush down there, but so when I talk to him, if it's okay with you guys, I'll just ask him if he can have him do it again this year. It just
Fine
looks
with
like
me.
the guys, the fairgrounds and the lodge there, they keep their grounds very nice looking, and every once in a while, I'll look down there and the weeds are getting pretty high, so. We might as well keep up with appearances there.
Right. Hey, Stuart, next time you want to go to the pump station, let me know and I'll join you.
Yeah,
I'll check it out. Maybe
I owe you the key, don't I? Yeah.
I was just thinking of it.
Hey, John,
Yeah,
are you around tomorrow?
I can be.
Okay, I'm going down tomorrow. Like I say, I'll get the weeds and then we'll check the time on the pumps there.
When are you going down, Roger? Because I can get a key down there to you and we can do nothing
Oh,
like a deadline.
Yeah, that probably, let's see, Wednesday, I'll have to check my calendar and see, I don't think I have anything tomorrow. I stop up in the afternoon and see Cindy.
Yep.
Make sure there's no questions on
Yep.
what's been going on with us today, so.
Okay, well, you guys can call me because I got nothing going on tomorrow. I don't believe it.
Oh, good, okay, I'll give you a buzz.
Yeah, because that'll give me a chance. I can also touch base with the fairgrounds people, because there's going to be a Woodstock Fair this year, and I got
Yep.
the barbecue, so
Yeah,
I can
Yeah.
always touch base with Susan Lloyd at the fairgrounds just to see if
yeah,
they're coming up
usually-
with the particular rules yet.
yeah. What I'll do, John, I'll give you a call in the morning,
Yeah, that's fine.
about 9 o'clock.
Yep,
Just let you know.
and then maybe we can go in mid-morning or something like that if you want.
Yeah, I think that would work out for me.
Okay. Yeah, because I have a routine I do in the morning anyway, so I'm probably eating
Okay.
breakfast at 9, and that's perfect.
Okay, oh, great. Okay. Let's see, anything else on pump station maintenance? If not, we'll go on, I haven't received any service calls. Have you?
That's good news. Good news.
Knock on wood.
Yep. And in fact, I tried to call Glenn today and left him a message to give me a call because I wanted to find out, Tim was going to get a hold of Tassie, and if Tassie would remove that pump at the apartments, we would then notify Glenn, and Glenn would tell us which house it was.
Yep.
So I don't have anything more, and nothing more on the calibration of the Putnam meter.
Okay.
We're going to ask Putnam also if they can clean the line from above and below the meter mechanism.
Yep.
Let's see, grinder pump repairs, we've got everything that we're going to, except for the two at the line master. We don't have those out. Tim and I are going to work on those. Get those out. So we're down to the flow reports.
Did we talk about the repair services, NEPS and Tassie under old business?
Oh, that's right. I skipped right over that one. NEPS, I haven't been over there yet. I hope to go this week or early next,
Okay,
but I'll let you know by email.
okay. And do we have an update on Tassie's interest?
No, I didn't hear any more from Tim. I thought he would give us a report tonight.
Okay. So pending Tim, okay.
Yep, I'll talk with Tim, and if there's anything appreciable there, we'll get it out to you.
Yep.
Between Cindy and I.
Great.
Grinder pump maintenance, nothing there. And so we're down to flow reports. Cindy, it looks like you have to jog those guys every once in a while, huh? To get them to respond to us.
I do, and they're not consistent, and their numbers, I always have to double check with Stan,
Yeah.
which I'm fine doing. That's no problem. But
Yeah. it's
sometimes
just-
he gives me figures that 1 week it's on, say, the 5th on Monday the 5th, and then the following week is the same exact number, which is
Impossible.
quite impossible in my.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay, so right now we only have up to the 14th of May, so and the rain figures we have, right?
Right.
Anyone have any questions on the pump figures or the gallons to that point? You don't have any, we'll go on to payment of the bills.
I guess the only question that I might have is, I'm
Yep.
just comparing, obviously 20, yeah, I'm looking at 2020 and 2021. Obviously, you got to throw out 2020. So I'm looking for a 2019 compare.
Oh, 20, let's see, 2019.
There it is. All right, it's about in line where it would have been back in 2019.
Yeah, 2019 is on page
First page.
2.
Yep.
Page 2 or 3.
Yep.
2 I get. Nope.
That's on mine. It's the first page, but I found
Yeah,
it.
the first page, right. I have mine folded over.
Yep, I do too. So they're kind of in line.
Yeah,
A bit higher flows now than then, and you might have more customers too.
well, since 19, we've had the N join the system, so.
Right.
And I don't know whether they're doing, their figures were down because they were closed up for so long, but.
Right.
He's going to start up, I talked with with him, and he said that he had a couple of more closing dates, but then they'd fallen apart. So he's going to open up the kitchen again.
Good. Good.
Yep. So-
Okay. Thanks.
So let's see.
I'd move to approve the payment of the bills as submitted for $437.45.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm back. I was
Yep.
disconnected. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't, sorry. I
I
didn't.
wish we'd known about that. We could have talked about you.
Let's see.
So I don't know if you had anything. I'll review the recording, but I just heard Stuart make a motion for the bills.
Yes, we didn't have
Okay.
anything, just a little bit of discussion on the weekly rainfalls. We're shuffling pages there a bit, but that nothing significant. So
Okay. And did anybody second the motion of the bills?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Oh.
Any questions about the bills? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Treasurer's report, you got, Cindy sent out the revised, what we talked about at our last meeting.
Right.
And also, let's see, I have the figures for the fund balance somewhere in my paperwork. I may not be able to locate it right. Oh. Okay, the fund balance as of today was $267,577.36. We paid that big $44,000 bill and from the
Yep.
last meeting, so.
Right.
And Cindy also included this nice sheet that told about the EDU.
Yep.
And how we figure out and get to our figures on for billing.
Right. How we bill residences twice a year.
And that's on EDUs where if you see down here where it says $9.42 times 45.
Yep.
0.625.
Mhm.
For the commercial customers, the metered customers, it's 10, that figure is $10.17. And we touched on that a little bit at our last meeting, I believe, that
Right.
their infrastructure and everything, paying for any inflows and stuff like that, is
Yep.
why the cost is a little bit up there.
Yeah, but it's not outrageous.
It isn't. I just did some figuring, and if we went up to 1050, we'd only pick up $1,000 from the resident, from the commercial customers.
Yeah, because most of what you got is residential customers.
Pardon?
I
What
said,
was it?
because of the flows are mostly based on residential customers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So anyways, that's, we've got that. Any more questions on that part of the treasurer's report?
Nope.
The last item we have is we've just got to, just so that Linda has the right figures, we have to make a motion to set the, since we've already approved the budget, that we set the rate for the residential customers at the same as it was last year.
Mhm.
And the commercial customers at the same at $10.17 per 1,000 gallons.
Yep.
Could someone make that motion?
So
I'll
moved.
make, okay, second,
I'll second it.
okay. Any more discussion on that?
Yeah, and like we said, we'll see what happens with Putnam's billing at their increased rates for next year to decide whether or not we need to make a change next year.
Yes, yeah, and we'll make sure that's in the minutes so that we make sure we address it early enough. We really have to address it early enough so we can
Mhm.
hold at least a public hearing, so to send out a notice, and if we're going to increase the rates.
And you know, it's probably a good idea that because you have a fund balance, and you know it's been in a soft safety value zone as far as the budget goes, that it's prudent to be able to say next year, because Putnam increased their rates and we were able to absorb it for part of it. If we can't do it in the future, we've got great ammunition at a public hearing to say this is why we're raising a rate.
Yes, yeah, right.
Makes sense.
That we talked about it. We didn't just say,
Correct.
well,
Raise the rate because Putnam raised the rate. Right.
yeah, right.
Good.
So anyways, any more discussion on the rates?
I would, I'd just be interested, Paul, I'd like your take on that, only because you are, out of the four of us, you are the only one that is a user.
Yeah, well, I'm more than happy not to have my bill go up, but I appreciated the deliberations last meeting. I think this makes a lot of sense, and I think as a homeowner, if we had to raise rates next year and we had the hard figures behind the reason, I think that would be comforting, at least to know that it's really needed. So
Yeah.
I'm fine with where we landed on that.
Good.
Okay, well, thank you. And we would appreciate having you on the board there, Paul. Having someone from the user side of it really is a good feeling that we have interest there and we have someone that's taken an interest in what we're doing. So, thank you. So we'll take a vote on that. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed, abstained. Motion passes. So that's anything on correspondence, Cindy?
No, I haven't received any correspondence.
Okay, I haven't seen anything at this end. I do get a lot of emails, and maybe you people get the same ones that are from the state on things to do with clean water. But it's on the water side of the water pollution control and not the sewage side.
Oh, the
So,
drinking water side.
yeah,
Yeah.
on the drinking water side. Yeah, there's many of those,
Yeah, the SDA, Safe Drinking Water Act. Yep.
right? So, but when you boil them down and take a look at them, that's
Yeah.
not to do with just the sewer side, so.
One of the
So-
things that excuse me, Roger, one of the things I've had in the back of my mind is that we have worked with Titan Bonds for a number of years, but we never engage with our engineers until all of a sudden we've got a fire burning at our heels. And we haven't had any input from them for I don't know, about 2 or 3 meetings that I'm aware of. And so I just like to, I guess I'm corresponding to you to ask for some, let's review our engineering services in the upcoming meeting.
Okay, what I can do is call if the same woman is down, either Cindy or I will give them a buzz and see if they want to attend our next meeting, especially where we're going to be face to face.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, well, I was thinking whether they want to attend, or I was also thinking of who is it, Justin? I think he's moved on, and we certainly have a contact with him.
Mhm.
And I just didn't want to be put in a position if we have the balloon go up, so to speak, that we're scrambling around looking for a engineer to represent us.
Right. Every once in a while, I do get invited to their Christmas party.
Jeez, dude, that's why we got the taxi bill having you driven home.
Yeah, right. That was a January bill. So, but no, I mean, on the email, I get notified of their Christmas greetings and stuff like that. So, but I will touch base with them and see if anyone would just like to come out and brief us on what they can do for a small system. And I think our lack of talking with them is just a financial one because every time, as you know, you talk with the engineers,
You're gonna get billed.
the meter starts.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we haven't had any problems. I just,
well,
Well, I mean,
you're right, Stu. You know, we should keep, and I do keep Justin's number available too, so.
well, you have your, you have your periodic inspection reports on the pumps, for example. That you get.
Yes, yeah,
But it may be appropriate to ask them, from their perspective, is there anything that, we need to be maybe prepared for, alerted to, or sensitive to, like Stuart's suggesting,
yeah,
given the age of the system and what we have as a small system.
yeah,
Or anything
right.
that we're facing down the road that they can foresee, maybe
That's a good idea and,
plan for.
yeah. Yeah, no, those are good thoughts to, and if we get together for that purpose,
Right.
or at least have that as an item on our agenda to discuss it and maybe come out with even more questions. So,
Okay.
no, that's good. So we'll just put that on the agenda as an agenda item under new business next July meeting.
Yep.
So if there's anything else, does anyone else have anything to discuss?
The only question that I have is, what's Cindy's status with us?
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I stopped in to talk to the first selectman today about that. And he told me, even though I know Cindy, he mentioned that I guess you were starting. I just took it from what you had told me and said that as of if the budget passes, Cindy wouldn't be working for us. But he says, well, everything's fluid. He says it's fluctuating and that he wouldn't leave us high and dry. So I don't know what that meant. It sounded like Cindy could take little bit of time out of whatever she's going to be doing and at least keep us constant with the communications and agendas and meetings.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
the reason I'm asking is because obviously our next meeting is the next fiscal year, technically.
yes, it is, right. And
I think
go ahead.
if I could inject, I also happened to have a conversation with the first selectman and they are, and it really isn't an answer to our question, but I think they're working around a proposal or a project to get I just almost had the feeling that they were thinking about adding perhaps another full-time employee that might be a floater for as the town grows and has a greater demand that can service a number of commissions. And if they found a candidate that was willing to do that and had the ability to do that, they might be considering it. I know that the zoning enforcement officer, or perhaps the wetland officer, that position, rumor has it, is going to be opened up. But anyway, that's all I have to add to that comment.
Yeah, he wouldn't, hey, he says, we won't leave you high and dry, but he says everything's fluid, but I couldn't get anything definite out of him. But I just expressed my concern that the way things are done, and we're not asked for any opinion, and that we were a little bit, we're an important board, and I said, unless our product starts rolling down the street, no one even knows we're there. You know? I put it in a little bit stronger terms, but
Well, in other words, no news is good news with us.
There you go.
So
Okay. With that, I'd move to adjourn.
Hey, thank you all for coming, and anytime if you have any concerns, I'll get back to you guys when I go visit Nets and one other one I got aired at it.
And tomorrow morning, you're going to give me a call.
And I'll give you a call tomorrow morning, right?
After 9 o'clock, because the eggs are served at 9.
That's right.
That was at that was Veterans Coffee House today, and it was at 9.
I have a specific breakfast regimen that I go through every day.
Do you? Retired men?
Yeah. Well, no, I make it myself.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah, I'm always cooking at 9 o'clock. I don't know.
Okay, fellas and ladies,
you
thank
got
you.
Good night, all.
You got a motion from Stuart. Did you need a second and an official?
Yeah,
Close?
yeah, go ahead and second it.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hang on.
Aye.
Bye. See ya.
Have a
Good
nice
night, all.
week.